Hello, it is 12 something, and we just went and saw Peter Rabbit as a complete last minute decision.
Well, by some sheer weird scheduling, Peter Rabbit was playing at 10:05 p.m.
And
so
at 10 o'clock we were like, we should go to a movie because we don't have to get up early tomorrow.
So we did.
So we went to see Peter Rabbit. I want to say that I went into this film with no expectations.
I
it's rated
Know what it was
G,
about. I think it's G, maybe it's PG, I don't know.
I knew that it was going to be about Peter Rabbit versus Farmer McGregor, but I did not expect what I received.
I had no idea what was going to happen. I figured that it was like Peter Rabbit, but like kind of edgy. I don't know, with like music or something. I don't know, like that other movie, Hop.
It was nothing like Hop. But it was really, really clever. There were a lot of very, very, very funny bits. Also, it had a lot of... I just hadn't paid attention to who was in that film. There are a lot of people in that film.
James Corden, Margot Robbie,
Daisy Ridley, Domhnall Gleeson, and Rachel... That's what her name is, right? Who's the... No, the main actress.
I don't know.
I should know this, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. She looked familiar.
But it was actually like kind of a cute love story, and
It was really cute.
It was
They
really,
played
really cute.
Bananagrams.
They did play Bananagrams.
I like Bananagrams.
So like on the list of things that I enjoy, Bananagrams is this game where you like make your own sort of crossword, and her words were like ridiculous words because she's B, clearly Beatrix Potter, you know.
She's like painting the paintings that are like the Matrix paintings.
Yes.
Like obviously.
Yeah, so she's Beatrix Potter, and she's really cute, and she likes the rabbits, and he is the grandnephew of the, like, crotchety Farmer McGregor. And he's kind of, like, crazy and very anal. That's Domhnall Gleeson's character. Yeah. But his words were, like, lost, alone, sadness, like, that he was making with bananagrams, and I was like, this is clever. Like, what a good way to, like, show...
How sad he is.
Yeah, and, like, show mental states by picking the words that they play on bananagrams.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot. And the overall story, so, like, it's clearly a fight between, Thomas McGregor.
New
McGregor and Peter Rabbit for the affections of B. But it ends up being like a cute, heartfelt story.
They get along in the end and it's fine.
And there are just a lot of really, really clever bits.
Also, it plays out exactly how you'd expect it to, but it also, like, mentions that it's playing out exactly how you would expect it to. Like, they're trying to get back to B, and they're like, in a daring...
Oh, yeah.
way, they all go to the treacherous journey that we all know for the sake of this plotline will end successfully, so I'll just give you the highlights and then show him, like, in a boat.
Yeah, it's, like, a ridiculous
like
chase scene, him coming back. Yeah, it's just, like, it's funny the way that they decide to do it. They have a voiceover that's really clever, and it's used really well.
But is just both of them, or just her?
Just her.
Because I thought that I heard, like, a man at the beginning, and then I was really confused when it, like, switched
No,
to
it's just her. It's just one of the sisters.
Oh, is it the sister?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was B.
No, that's one of the sisters. It's Flopsy or Mopsy or Cottontail. I don't know which one's which. No, that's not true. I know it's not Flopsy. Flopsy's the crazy one.
And the crazy one is Margot Robbie, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
She looked like Margot Robbie.
This is what she says about
As
a
a bunny. She was a very blonde bunny.
She was a very blonde bunny. It was well put together, and there were a lot of really clever moments. Megan and I are going to share our favorite jokes here in a second.
Good.
But I felt really good leaving the movie, and I laughed a lot, and I really enjoyed it.
A surprising amount. Like, I think that's the most I've laughed in a movie.
In quite a while.
In a while.
Actually laughing out loud. Yeah. And
so it's like Deadpool.
Feel like it was cliche, but it didn't feel like forced or anything like that. I really enjoyed it.
It felt like classic instead of cliche. I feel like partially because it was like a classic story, but also because it was like handled well and like in a new, fun, surprising way.
Okay, so favorite jokes. Do you want to do the violin bit?
Sure.
Okay.
So there's one point where Thomas McGregor has just been fired from his job, and so he's like playing the violin very sadly, very somberly.
Sad violin song playing.
Yeah. And then there's a knock at the door, so he puts the violin down, but the music keeps playing, and he picks up a remote and he pauses the music, and then he answers the door. And like that in itself was hilarious. The fact that we were tired made it extra hilarious. And the fact that like halfway through our first like ha ha ha, we noticed no one else was laughing.
Made it even funnier.
So then we just like lost it even more, but like silently, because we didn't want to like, I don't know, ruin the movie for someone else. Solid.
My favorite bit is the rooster. So his first morning on the farm, the rooster, like you come on him in the bed and you hear the rooster go, you know, cock-a-doodle-doo. And then you go outside to the rooster and the rooster's on the bed, so he's like, it's a new day! I didn't know this was gonna happen! This is amazing! When I went to bed last night, when the sun went down, I thought, well, that's it. But no! It happened again! Woohoo!
And then if you're gonna actually maybe go see the movie, just stop the video and do that. But it's a reoccurring bit.
Yeah, it is a reoccurring bit. But let's not.
Let's not even talk about it. Mm-hmm. Go see the movie.
Go see the movie.
Because that's just the first rooster moment. And boy, does this escalate slowly.
In a beautiful way.
Yeah, in a surprise, which is maybe the reason why I think it's maybe PG instead of G.
Mm-hmm. It was just, the whole thing was very, very clever.
My other favorite bit that's completely inconsequential to the plot, and so I feel the need to say it, is that at one point it starts raining, so all of the animals, like, go home to hide, and you go to the frog, who's, like, fishing in his own river, and he, like, looks around really panicked and is like, I need to go inside, and he hops in the lake. He doesn't say anything, he just, like, looks around, and then it's like, and I just was like, he went from water to water.
It is really
And
funny.
no one else laughed at that either. I think there were a few, like, chuckles at the rooster, because I wasn't feeling like we were the only ones laughing. But most of that movie, man. And, like, the funny part about the audience for that movie, because, you know, going to the cinema is a dying art, but it's important to see movies with other people.
Yeah, there were a surprising amount of people there.
There were, like, a ton of people for 10 p.m. PG rated movie, and there were like not a surprising amount of kids, but like as many kids as you would expect at like probably like Peter Rabbit's been in theaters for a while.
Yeah.
So like 5 or 6 families of like 2 parents and 2 kids, and I swear by the halfway point of the movie, no one was laughing at anything, and I looked over at the family next to me, and they're asleep. Like, not just the kids are asleep, but, like, the kid's asleep on top of the brother who's asleep on top of the mom who's asleep on top of the dad. They were all, like, dominoed out.
They missed out, though, because the movie was great.
So you can go see it again.
Yeah, I would give this film, like, 4.75 stars.
What does it lose a 0.25 for? Just not being the type of movie that you
it
give
loses,
5 stars to?
It loses a 0.25 for being sometimes a little too CGI.
Oh, interesting. So, like, what we didn't say is that this movie is, like, part animated in that, like, there are animals who are CGI. And they're definitely not, like, it's not like Air Bud, it's a dog, and it's CGI'd mouth. Like, it's I considered it half animated, half live action.
Some of it is really, really good, and there are just, like, moments that are a little too much for me.
Interesting. Okay.
Sometimes it bothers me.
I didn't love the, like, animals, like, partying in the house thing.
That's
I don't know
one of the
why.
ones that was a little too CGI for me.
Yeah, it depended on, like, the moment.
What would you give it?
Also, like, 4.75 or, like, 4.5. Mm-hmm. For a kids movie, though, like, for a movie in the same genre,
5.
I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think it's the best, and it's
certainly
studio
one of the better,
is it? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think, like, outside of, like, a Disney film that I've seen in the last, like, 4 years.
Yeah, since I got MoviePass, kids' movies go Coco and then this.
Yeah, well, so I'm thinking, like, in the last 3 years, if you take out the, like...
Disney films?
Moana's Pixar, right? So if you just take out Disney Pixar, then, like, this is in, like, the top 5.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would agree with that.
Because it was just, like, a really quality kids film that I feel like kids will like, but also adults will like. It's the type of film that if it was, like, playing often because I had a tiny child, it wouldn't be that annoying.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to recommend it to my brother.
Who has tinies.
Who has tinies. All right. So, yeah. Highly recommend. And I'll see you tomorrow.